This is a quick video to my craft room. I wanted to show you all that I had finished my Virgin of the Lilies diamond painting, and here she is in all her glory. So gorgeous. This is a very beautiful, beautiful diamond painting, and I'm just thrilled that I'm finished with it. Now, I've done all the diamond painting that there has to be done, and I wanted to show you this. Look how big her hands are. They're right about the size of my hands. Look, I see if I can get my hand on there. Just about the same size as my hand. So that'll give you a little bit of perspective on how large this painting is. It is 3 feet across here and 4 feet to the top. So it covers my entire craft table. Now, the first thing I did when I brought her down here, I rolled her outside so that the drills were on the outside. That's how you always roll up a diamond painting. Never roll it inside so the diamonds are inside, always on the outside. Before I did that, let me get over here and show you. Before I did that, I used this roller. This is a roller, look at there. This is a roller that I use to run over the drills and get them, make sure that they're seated in there perfectly fine. I've done this already twice. I was just really concerned that I was going to, that's an extra one there. Let me get that. Here's a little red drill that was on my roller. Anyway, I've already done all the rolling back and forth and upside down and in diagonals to be sure that all the drills are seated. I also had several drills that were missing, and I've replaced those. I brought my drills down. These are all the drills that I used to create this diamond painting, and I'll give you a look at that. Most of them, I had some drills left. But a couple of, I know 49, I ran out. This is all I had left. There might be 1 or 2 in there. I was really upset about that. What I did was I actually substituted some of these. See, I've got the letter M on there, and 49 was the M symbol. So when I came to the M symbol, I looked over here and I found this number 28 is very similar to this color, so I used a few of these, not too many, maybe 5, so it wasn't so bad. And then most of these I did not run out of. I still have drills, and this is a special little container that I keep my drills that pop off onto the table, and maybe I don't know what number they are, so I put them all in here. And truth be known, I might have had some 49s in there, but I didn't want to take the time to try to find them in this conglomeration of drills. Let me show you that. See, every color under the sun is in there because I would just scrape them off into this, and I wanted to store them just in case I was in dire straits and needed them for something. But anyway, this is the entire color palette of the Virgin of the Lilies, and I have now replaced all the ones that I found. I found a few little holes up in here where they've either popped off or I just forgot to do them. I was very careful when I was doing this, but apparently every so often I would miss one. So I came down here and I looked at the entire painting. This is my little instrument that I use to see the drills. See how much better I can see them with that. And I look across each little square and make sure that there are no holes and that I've placed all the drills where they need to go. Then I roll it again, and I'm going to seal it with this. This is Mod Podge. If you haven't seen my videos before, this is the Mod Podge that I use. It's super gloss, brilliant, and you get this from Amazon, and I think you can find it at Joann's too sometimes. I'm not really sure they have it. Every time I've been there, I've not seen it, but it might be that they carry another type of Mod Podge. But this is the one that I've been using on my diamond paintings, and it works beautifully well. And then I just use a regular paintbrush with this. So let me walk over here. This is my paintbrush that I use, and I've ordered 3 jars of Mod Podge. I hope I'll have enough. This is a huge painting. So what I do is I just go along and I paint with the Mod Podge. So let me get that out and I'll show you how that works. Now this is how I am sealing my painting, because I don't want the drills to come off, and I'm not going to put glass on this painting. I'm just going to have her mounted on a board, and then we'll frame it from there. But I am not going to put glass over her, and therefore I want to make sure I seal the painting very well. I don't ever use glass over my diamond paintings. Of course you can if you want to, but I'm not doing that. Now what I'm doing is taking a square from the foot here all the way across, and I'm going to kind of outline that all the way across to the edge like this. I'm going to go all the way to the edge, and it's a little bit white right now, but it dries clear. If you've used Mod Podge before, then you know that's the case. And then I'm going to go all the way to the edge right here, and I will be able to see that when I go to do the next square. Will probably be right in here, and then one at the very end. It will take me probably all afternoon to get this painted, but I'm going to paint it, and then I'll be right back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I have been sealing my painting for about an hour now, and I have gone all the way from the other side, and I separated it into squares, so you can see where the first square ended right there, and then I am all the way around the corner, and I'm over to this point right here. So this way I can be sure that I cover every inch of space. Now I do have a pretty good light so that I can see where the Mod Podge is ended and where there's no Mod Podge. So I do have that to go by, but I'm trying to be organized in that I'm going to do it in squares. I'm on my second bottle. I have another bottle over there that I bought, so I'm in pretty good shape. This is the brush that I'm using. This is just a plaid one-stroke brush from Donna Dewberry. That's when I used to do my painting. This is a wonderful brush. I use it every time I do my sealing of the diamond paintings, but as you can see, it doesn't lose its sparkle. Right here you can see the end of the Mod Podge, and when this dries it'll be clear as this. It will look just sparkly. I've never had it not sparkle underneath that, so I'm not worried about covering this all up with Mod Podge. First of all, this is a double-sided adhesive diamond painting, and they are more difficult to work with. I think most companies have gone to the other kind of adhesive, poured glue, and the poured glue is just easier to work with. The diamond drills just kind of sink down into it, and it doesn't, you know, the drills don't pop off. I had a lot of drills that popped off, and I solved that problem really by using my roller, and I showed that to you a minute ago. But by using the roller, that really pushes the drills down onto the adhesive when you're sure they're where you want them to be, and then that way when you roll it up, the drills don't pop off. Now I know a lot of people have had trouble with double-sided adhesive. I don't want any more of these. I don't think I have any more in my collection. I have several diamond paintings to do, and they're all poured glue, so I'm glad this is the last one. But I don't mind working with it. The drills stick very quickly to it, and of course if you put them in the wrong place, that's a problem. But the drills stick very quickly to it, and that way they're not moving around. Now the double-sided adhesive, I think, is pretty much going out of style. I just don't think that many manufacturers are using it. But you might find one if you just out shopping around on Alibaba or one of those sites that are not American. Now I don't know where they're from, and they may be Chinese. I'm not sure. But I got this from Alibaba Express because it came up on my Google search. It was offered in all different sizes, and so I wanted a very large painting like this, and I decided to go ahead and buy it. I think it was $90 or $85 or something like that. And truthfully, the drills were not that good a quality. There was a lot of trash in the drills, pieces of drills that you had to pull out, use your tweezers to get them out of the bags. Anyway, it was not a perfect experience, but because I love this painting so much, I was willing to take a chance on it, and it turned out just fine. It's not like there's something wrong with it or anything's wrong with it. It was a little more difficult to work on because it was so large, and I had to keep it rolled up. One end of it had to be rolled all the time so that I could work on the other side, and half of it I actually had to work on upside down. So that was a real challenge for my brain, but it worked out okay. It wasn't very, very hard to do. Once you get used to looking at upside down D's and E's and K's and pi signs and charts and all that, it's not too bad. But this is how I seal my paintings. It's not difficult to do. You just have to spend a couple hours, you know, making sure that you get that Mod Podge all down in there between the drills. And hopefully this Mod Podge will hold the drills in place forever. I hope that it'll last for a long, long time. And after I'm gone, this painting will still be hung somewhere in somebody's home. But I really loved it because if I didn't love it, I wouldn't want to spend 148 hours placing drills. I would have a hard time with that if I didn't like the painting. So I love the painting, and I love the look. I love the artist rendering of this particular subject matter. So I'm really excited to get this up on the wall. So after I finish this, I'm going to go back and crochet a little bit. I'm working on a pattern, and this is called multi-crafting. But I'm going to go back and work on some crochet this afternoon after I finish this and let this dry for a couple of days. It takes a couple of days. Mr. On the Hook said he would bring my humidifier down here. Or is it an anti-humidifier? I don't know. It takes the humidity out of the air. He's going to bring that down so that it'll dry quickly and I can get it to the framers. Maybe this weekend, if I'm lucky, I'll get it over there and get them started on it. So because they're going to have to put it on a board, they glue it actually to a board, and then they frame it so that it doesn't slide down when it's in the frame. We don't want that to happen. So I'll be back with you and let you know how this goes. Probably after I get it framed, I'll be back and let y'all see what it looks like framed up, and maybe we can get it up on the wall. We have ideas to hang it on a kind of a high place on the wall, and we're not sure we have a ladder tall enough to do that. So we'll have to just see what happens. So anyway, that's the newest on my diamond painting. So excited. Now I'm going to start my nativity. I'll probably go up tonight and get it laid out onto my easel and get the colors all ready to go. Everything will be ready to go, and I can start on that when I have some free time. So again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I will be back with you soon. I wanted to take a quick look at my Virgin of the Lilies diamond painting just as the next morning after I finished last evening, and look at the sparkle on this. That Mod Podge works so great. Look at that. It's so awesome. Now you can really see, I'm going to get down here, you can really see how the artist has used navy blue, a dark blue, to mix in with the black to give it perspective. Now look up here. See on her shoulder right there, there's a lot of the blue, and that gives it a real perspective. So it's not just solid black. There was a lot of color blocking in here, and it was very quick to do. That was color blocking, very, very easy to do. And all down here as well. But there was some blue mixed in, so you can see it right there. You can see it right there. But look at the sparkle. This is amazing. There's just an overhead light in here. There's not special lighting or anything. And this is showing the sparkle so well. Look at that. I love this Mod Podge. Also, the artist has added purple in here. Let me get out of the way here. Let me show you this. Has added purple in here and graduated into red and gold in the cuff of her dress. And so beautiful the way he gradually uses that red in there. And from a distance, and I'll get back over here, it really gives the perspective right there. See how beautiful this is? Such a beautifully done artistic work by William Bouguereau, or Bouguereau. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's Bouguereau, I believe. And he has done lots and lots of paintings with this subject matter of Mary and Jesus. Just really love this. So excited. And there's that sparkle that you expect from your diamond painting. So it is dry. It's already dry, but I'm going to let it cure for a day or two. I'd love to take it today to have it framed, but I'm going to have some very important weekend guests. So I will not be able to do a whole lot, but I'm going to go ahead and release this video, show you what it's like to have a diamond painting in the works and how to seal the diamond painting, especially because it's so important to get those drills on the canvas and to keep them there, especially if you're not going to use a glass covering, which I don't want to do. I want people to feel this and see what it's made from. I really love that. I really love that. But there is a sparkle here that is amazing. It is as much or more sparkle than it was yesterday. So I'm just really excited about this. Now let's go upstairs and I'm going to show you my next project. Here I am in my studio and I have my newest project here ready to go. I've got my lights on. I'm ready to go. This is the color palette for the Nativity. This was sponsored by Diamond Art Club and I'm just really excited to start this. Let me get the light on there. Look at all these beautiful colors. There's my cover keeper that has a magnet on the back. So this is a poured glue canvas. This is not like Virgin of the Lilies. That was a double-sided adhesive. This is poured glue. And on a poured glue, you always have a clear cover like that. And you pull it back. See how sticky that is? All right, so you pull it back and you use your cover minder. Behind it, you place the magnet on the other side of the painting and then place this on the top. And it holds that clear cover in place so that you can place your diamond paintings below here. Then when you're through, you can just roll that right back down on top of the painting. Now, this painting is too long this way. So I've turned it to the side and I'll be working on it going this way, going up from the side. That's a perfect fit for my easel right here. Perfect fit for the easel. Now here's a close look at all of the colors, all the symbols that are in this particular painting. And then over here, it gives us the size, and it's 31 by 22 and the centimeter size. And the artist's name, the McNeil Studio, who is, I think it's Richard McNeil, who painted this and is sponsored by the Diamond Art Club. All their information about their social media. Let me turn this around a little bit. Their Facebook address, their Instagram address. And also there is an offer code on here to take 10% off your next order. So they're serious. They want to keep you as a customer. And they've got me as one. I have several Diamond Art Club diamond paintings that are on their way or already here, and I'll show you those in a future video. But right now I just wanted to show you this. It's almost hard to see what these are, but these are the wise men right here. And then I believe, yeah, there's Jesus in the manger. And I'm sure when all the drills are placed that this will be completely beautiful. I saw reviews on their website of people who had actually taken a picture of this when they finished it, and it is quite beautiful. So I'm looking forward to showing you the progress on this. So again, this is the Nativity. I hate to tell you, but they're out of these. They've been discontinued, but I'm sure they'll have something similar to it when Christmas rolls around this year. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done and maybe even put it right up on the wall. I'm not worried about what season it is. I really just love the subject matter. So anyway, I wanted to show you this. This is my next project. It's ready to go, and I'll be starting on this afternoon. So I'll be back with you and show you some future progress on the Nativity. Again, thank you to Diamond Art Club for this, and I will see you in my next video.